How's everybody doing? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Tap the screen. Tap the screen, share the live. 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 What is going on over here? Tap the screen, share the live. Tap the screen, share the live. Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody doing? Tap, 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 tap. I'm trying to figure out what I did. My screen is over here jumping. Okay. It's over here having a whole glitch fit on me. Jeez Louise. Anyway, tap that screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. This is part 3. Okay, we talked about part 2 yesterday. We did part 1 on Thursday. We are talking about how you can profit. Yeah, girls, it keeps jumping. I don't know what is wrong with it. Like, it was fine. And then, like, in the middle of me typing, it went like, and then the screen popped back on, but now it's all glitchy. But I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, hey, Miss Incredible's Corner, y'all tap the screen. Make sure y'all like wherever y'all are watching it. Share with your biz bestie. At this point, share with someone that wants to start a business. Share with someone that's thinking of starting a business. While y'all are coming on in, give me housekeeping, 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 housekeeping. We're going to continue with part 3 of profiting underneath the MAGA administration. And I already had told y'all that this was coming. But for whatever reason, people wanted to argue with me and people wanted to say that I was fear mongering, even though I was telling the truth. Okay. Wasn't anything fear mongering about what I was saying. Now, a lot of y'all owe me an apology. I know you're not going to give it to me. Okay. But if you're in here to get some advice on what you can do, so I'm not going to hold it against you, baby. Come on in here. Okay. And talk to your big cousin, Ashley Ann. Come on in here and sit and listen. So for those of you that do not know, as of today, Donald Trump said that he is going to put a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico day one, goods coming in from those countries, which is crazy because Mexico and Canada are like our biggest trade partners. And then on China, there's going to be a 35% tariff on imports that are coming in. Okay. So just in case you guys don't know. So all of you people that were out here talking about you voted for Donald Trump because, it was better for your wallet and you felt like things were, better during that time. You felt like things were more affordable. Thank you, Glorious Locks. As we tried to tell you, that's not what it's going to be. And as several of us have already tried to explain to you, the reason you feel uncomfortable right now is because you're currently feeling the wrath of his tax plans in the economy. Okay. So under his economic planning. So anyway, long story long, child, you can be in here saying whatever you want to say. Okay. The truth is the truth. Some of y'all are in denial and you need to swim out. Okay. Some of y'all, like, you just cannot seem to get it together. Okay. You want things are unfolding in front of your face and y'all keep trying to make excuses. Okay. Y'all keep trying to make excuses for what's happening instead of getting ready. Okay. I'm not here for you if you're making excuses. I'm here to help the people that want to listen. So y'all already know that what is your big cousin Ashley Ann told you need to do. If you have a hobby, let's go ahead and turn that into an LLC. So at least you can have at least you can mitigate in your taxes, okay, to be able to save money that way and be able to take advantage of a lot of the leverage that you're able to get from a business. If after the 4 years the economy is better, would I change my perspective? Of course I would. Of course I would. But this is not a perspective. This is factual. I don't know why y'all are acting like he wasn't in the White House for 4 years prior to this. Don't come in here asking me dumb stuff. That's dumb. And I used to try and be politically correct, and I used to try and be very, very sweet, but y'all still wanted to drag me by my eyelashes. So at this point, like, I don't care anymore. And if you ask me a stupid question like that, I'm going to tell you that it's stupid. Y'all, see, this is the thing. People like me are not moving off of speculation. I don't move off of fear. I'm a pretty fearless individual. You're looking at a woman who has built 5 multi-million-dollar companies. I've operated my companies underneath Democratic and Republican administrations. And let me be very clear, I'm not a Democrat. Okay? But what it is what it is, and what it ain't is what it ain't. I also have a graduate degree. Okay. I also am a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. I also have a doctorate, and I also graduated cum laude with a finance degree. So I'm very, very good at what I do. And I started with $125 in a laptop, and I had to get it out the mud in real life. I didn't have a rich daddy to give me $1 million to start my company. And I'm not a white man, so I'm not allowed to fail time after time after time after time after time and recover. Stop playing with me. Okay. So whenever y'all come in talking all of that bop noise, baby, you sound like Charlie Brown to me. That's what you sound. That's what you sound like to me. So and it's very weird to me that some of you guys just cannot acknowledge that you made a mistake or that you did not understand what was going on. Baby, I'm not getting disrespectful. See, this is the thing. I'm meeting you with the same energy that you gave to me. It's really weird how y'all will hit people with one type of energy, and if someone matches it, then it's disrespectful. If you feel like I'm disrespectful, then you disrespected me. Okay. And if you're going to cry about it, leave. I don't care. Okay, that's for everybody. I'm just keeping it a buck because I've been doing my black job for over a decade with getting out and teaching people and preparing people and making sure that people can make it. So, anyways, like I said, what did your big before I was rudely interrupted? What has your big cousin Ashley Ann been telling you to do forever that y'all were dragging your feet, and that I made sure I told you guys to do once we saw that Donald Trump won the election? You need to go ahead and turn your hobby into an LLC, because MAGA, okay, and Republican administrations like businesses, investors, and corporations. Child, ain't nothing lower vibrational about me. You're this is the thing. See, now here you are insulting me again. Now I said that your question was dumb. Now this time I'm calling you dumb. Because that's what people do, because you can't respond to me on an intellectual basis or on a factual basis. Now you're going to attack me and call me lower vibrational. Now I didn't call your name, but now I'm calling your name. See, now I'm calling you dumb and stupid, and I'm still not lower vibrational. You and your mama are lower vibrational. That's what's lower vibrational. You understand? Time to say less people. Ooh, I'm crying. I'm so sad. You're leaving my life. Nobody gives a damn. I just don't have time. No, I'm a simulcaster. So this is somebody over here in Instagram crying like a bitch. Blink, blink, blink. Blink, 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 blink. So, like I said, what I tell y'all to do, get your business. Okay. Get your business. Go ahead and get your LLC. And like I told you guys the other day, if you're making somewhere in between $500,000 and 750,000 or more, it's time for you to go ahead and transition into an S corp. He said, shout out to King Ashley Ann. Got my first duplex because of you. Thank you. Thank you, Remy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Period, Pooh. We're getting money out here. So I just thought it would be fun because some of you guys don't realize how much stuff we have that comes through Canada and Mexico. And a lot of people are just talking about grocery prices, but it's going to be more than grocery prices that are affected. Okay. So this is just a small list. This is not by any means everything. So let's start in Mexico. Now, I was very shocked to find this out. Did you guys know that Mexico produces 16 out of every 100 cars sold in the United States? Did y'all know that? I had no idea. I had no idea that Mexico produces 16 out of 100 cars that are sold in the United States of America. So y'all were already complaining about cars and the interest rates. Baby, they're definitely going up. So one thing I would tell you to do, well, hold on, before we get into this. Hey, Pin to Profit, thank you, baby. Hey, Penthouse Mindset, thank you, baby. Okay, what I need you guys to do, first of all, follow, like, and subscribe. Our tap goal is 100K tonight. I feel like I deserve 100K taps for this information because it ain't nobody else is out here telling you guys, you know what I mean, how to move and what you need to get done. So make sure you're tapping my screen. Also, if you guys need help being able to create an additional revenue stream, which we're going to talk about on the business, we're going to go through some of this stuff. Do not forget, I have a 3-day class. I have a 3-day session this weekend, Friday from 6 to 8, Saturday and Sunday from 4 to 6. Okay. Sorry, Sunday it may be 4 to 7. Normally we run a little long on the third day. But anyway, click the link in my bio, tap the first button so you can register for the 3-day event. Okay. If you're out here trying to figure out how to get this money, you out here figure out trying to get your coins, okay, for your business, I would highly encourage you to come to Sunday's workshop. I'm sorry, not Sunday, this weekend's workshop. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Got a hair in my eye. I feel it, but I can't see it. But anyway, so one of the things I would recommend that you do, and if you're in the position, if you have a car, okay, and it's time to like trade it in or trade it up or whatever it is that you need to get done, you should go ahead and do that, especially if you can get a good deal or a good interest rate on the vehicle, because the price of the vehicles are definitely going up. Not only is Mexico producing 16 out of every 100 cars that's sold here in the United States, they also produce a lot of auto parts and equipment that we actually purchase from them. I was like, shut your mouth, okay, and keep on talking. And then, did you guys know that like excessive 5 times from truck and tractor parts, okay? Electronics and appliances. So I did know this one about the electronics and appliances. So y'all know the other day I was telling you just general stuff that you can do even if you don't own a business. If it's about time for you to get a new tablet, a new phone, a new television, stuff like that, you want to go ahead and get them while they're locked in at lower prices. Now, this one shocked me. I had no idea that we apparently import a lot of medical instruments from Mexico. I was like, geez, Louise, a lot of devices and a lot of instruments. Okay. We imported close to 11.7 billion in medical devices in 2019 alone. Okay. Of course, everybody knows beer. Okay. People love good old beer. Plastic items. Mexico is the top supplier of plastic products to the United States, according to the World Integrated Trade Solutions. Nearly $21 billion. And then Canada is in second place for plastic products with $18 billion. China is in third place with just 6 million. Okay. So long story long. Okay. When we think about plastic items, your kids' toys, prices going up. Plastic flatware plates going up. Okay. Maybe even bags going on up. Bottles going up. Okay. But like I said, I was not expecting, I knew he was planning on doing a universal tariff. I thought the universal tariff was going to be around like 10 to 12% on anything that was imported in general. I had no idea that he was coming out the gate with a 25% tariff from Mexico and Canada, which again, those are our number one trade partners, y'all. I need y'all to understand. Okay, pens, pencils. Think about how much stuff that you touch every day that has plastic. Okay, containers, bottles, stuff that you said WTH. Hey, baby, I'm just telling you. Okay, I'm just telling you what it is. From Mexico, gems and precious metals. Of course, we all know that we get a lot of produce, specifically vegetables, out of Mexico. So apparently, we spent $2 billion just on tomatoes. I was like, not just on tomatoes, okay, but of course we get a lot of other vegetables like berries and avocados. And for those of you that don't know, California, I believe, produces about 50% of the produce for the United States. Okay, and the farmers are out here telling, you know what I'm saying? The farmers are out here telling us, like sounding the alarm, like what a terrible idea this deportation program is, because literally the price of everything is going to go up, and they're going to have trouble finding people to actually harvest the crops. But I feel like Elon Musk is going to be like, we don't need people, just buy a bunch of my robots, and my robots are going to come and harvest your crops. I could be wrong, but I'm just telling you. Okay, I'm just telling you what I think. Okay. Okay, so those are just a few. And then I also took the liberty, I wanted to look up a few goods for you guys that come from Canada. So we apparently trade a lot of energy with Canada. So oil, natural gas, clean electricity, and uranium. Over 198.2 billion. Okay. Wood products. Now, this one I was surprised by. I don't know why. I didn't realize that we imported a lot of wood products outside of the United States. I thought that majority. You said, "Nah, sis, deport them." Nah, I'm not for deporting them, and I'm definitely not for taking people through a process of denaturalization. Not at all. Now, I am for closing the borders, securing the borders, and not having masses of people come in illegally. But this whole narrative that they're taking jobs from Americans, there's not. When was the last time you heard a lot of American people saying, man, I really was trying to get out there and get that job on that farm so I can, harvest the crops and harvest the potatoes and tomatoes, but I couldn't get it because they took it from me. And I'm telling the truth. I'm saying this as a person. I know that a lot of them are racist towards Black people too. But I'm just talking about when we look at the economy overall. When was the last time you heard an American person tell me, man, I was really trying to get that housekeeping job in hospitality, but I couldn't get it because an immigrant took it from me. Like stop playing. Y'all be out here on some wild stuff. Y'all be out here saying some wild stuff. Please, Alabama tried that and their whole economy almost collapsed. So thank you for making my argument for me. Okay, next, wood products. As I was saying, I had no idea that we were importing so many wood products, like the actual timber, cork, wallpaper, printed books. 14%. 14% of U.S. imports from Canada is wood. I like wood and wood products. I had no idea. I don't know why. I just assumed like all of our paper, our wood material, and all of that stuff. I just assumed that came. You know what I'm saying? That they came here inside of the U.S. of A. So learned something new when I went to look it up. Machinery and nuclear reactors, I did know that those were coming through Canada. Vehicles, again, other than your railway and train and tramway vehicles, are imported from Canada. Again, plastic, which I just told you guys, Mexico is number one with plastic for us. Number two is Canada when it comes to plastic. So plastics, rubber, leather products are some of the top imports from Canada. And then, of course, different minerals, lime, cement. And I was like, cement? So I had already told y'all that you were probably going to see the cost of houses start to go up even more than what they are right now. But we definitely know for sure that housing costs are going to continue to rise, especially when you're looking at some of the base materials that they're using in the foundational structure of homes that are being imported from other countries, being hit with a 25% tariff. Okay. Now, I've told y'all this before many, many times. I'm not against tariffs, but I'm against them in the way they're being done. I feel like in order for this plan to have worked, we would have needed to like a good 10 to 15 year rollout of this and transition plan to be able to build up the manufacturing, to be able to build up the skilled labor, to be able to get the American people, like give their income, right, enough time to be able to catch up with like the inflation, because we all know that American labor is very expensive. And I've told you guys this as a small business owner who has sold physical products, that whenever we went the made in America route, our products sat in the warehouses 5 times longer because the price point was so much higher. You guys did not want to purchase it. Blinkety blink, blink, blink. Okay. So when we're looking, okay, it's a huge issue for infrastructure. Exactly. So when we're looking at, a plan to be able to get America to be more sufficient, self-sufficient, country sufficient, I support that, but I do not support it in the way that is being done. And this is why I have told you guys over and over and over, you're going to have to find a way to make more money. So the easiest path to make more money for most of you guys is to go ahead and get that LLC, and then you're going to figure out which lane you want to take to monetize your social media accounts, or you're going to start the process of building businesses. One, because we need to take advantage of the taxes, right? Especially when it comes to like QBI, and when it comes to the bonus depreciation, we absolutely 100% need to be taking advantage of that. Okay. We need to be taking advantage of the fact that if you're an investor, that you're going to be able to borrow against your assets to keep from paying capital gains. Okay. And we also need to be taking advantage of the fact that as a creator, you're allowed to generate income from your home, from your car, from your bed, wherever you are. Okay. And the average American spends about 90 minutes a day on social media. So you may as well get paid for spending time out here on the World Wide Web. And child, don't sit in here and lie to me. People say, so for those of you that don't know, I live in Arkansas. And if y'all don't know, Arkansas is very rural, and we have a lot of farmers here. A lot. A lot. So go try it somewhere else. Go and try it somewhere else. That's all I'm gonna say. Baby, y'all love coming in and telling big lies. Okay, lying bigly, hold dangerous to society. Thank you for the heart, me, Queen Niche. All right. So the other day, we talked about your product variation. I've also spoken to you guys about content creation. We've talked about building community. Those of you that are coming to the 3-day workshop this weekend, we're really, really going to get in that behind. We're going to get knee deep, hip deep into community creation, because realistically, that's how you're going to turn your content into cash, whether you're selling your own physical, digital products or services, or even if you want to be an actual content creator and get paid for pushing content out here in spaces. And if you're a content creator, yes, you need an LLC, because you don't need all of that income being put on you as an individual. That is not what you want to do. Okay. We're not trying to be out here paying thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes if we don't have to. Okay. We're gonna use the actual tax code to our advantage. So tonight and we talked about niching down, and we talked about inferior goods and superior goods yesterday, right? And a lot of you guys, shout out to everybody that DM'd me to tell me that opened your eyes, that you had never really thought about that. So today I wanted to talk about specific money-making mechanisms if you are a person and you don't actually have like a physical product, you don't have a digital product, you don't have a service. And we kind of got into this conversation it was yesterday. It was last night. We got into this conversation. No, it was yesterday afternoon. We got into this conversation yesterday evening. We were getting ready to leave, and a young man told me, he basically was like, he's a truck driver. And so because he's driving trucks, he feels like he wants a digital product. And I was like, that could be a good idea. But I was like, you said Arkansas is also one of the poorest states in America. Why is that funny to you? I'm very aware that it's one of the poorest states in America. It's also a red state, and they implement a lot of these policies. So this is one of the reasons I know it would be detrimental to the country. Blink, blink, blink. Baby, you really thought you ate, didn't you? You really thought that you ate. Look, and so that says even more about me and how I know how to navigate the system. A black girl They came out of one of the poorest states in the country, one of the states in the country that ranks the lowest in education, and yet I'm a top 1% earner everywhere in the world. And other people call on me to come and tell them what to do. They come and tell me, they call on me to come and tell them how to put strategies into place. Other people, high profile people, politicians, celebrities, Fortune 500 companies, all of that. All of that. Baby, go Google me so you can go see my article in Forbes. Go Google me so you can see me on Entrepreneur. Go Google me so you can see me in Black Enterprise and Essence. Go Google me so you can see me in Business Insider and even on Breitbart. Go Google me so you can look me up on Yahoo Finance. Go ahead. Thank you for trolling me. What y'all don't know is I love trolls because trolls give me the opportunity to run my resume. Appreciate it. Sitting here looking at a whole Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, and I'm under 40, baby, and have done more in my little short time on the planet Earth than you'll do in your whole entire life. Imagine that. Blinkety blink, blink, blink. So thank you again for allowing me the opportunity to run my resume. So those of you that don't know, again, I have plenty experience navigating in these waters. Okay. You say you're not a troll. You call out BS. You're definitely a troll. Also, thank you for being a fan. I appreciate that very much. 100%. Because here you are in my room watching me because no one's in your room to watch you. Blink, blink, blink. How dreadful to be you. All right, y'all. We just spent enough time with the trolls now. All right. So, like I was saying, let's talk about some ways that you guys can make income for yourselves if you don't have a product. And I'm being honest, I don't think that everyone needs a product. Okay. Realistically, everyone's not going to be an inventor. Everyone's not going to be a salesman or a saleswoman. Everyone's not going to be able to curate something. Everyone's not going to be a coach. Everyone's not going to be a consultant. Like, you have to have the temperament for it, right? There are some of your like people that were you're like, tip of the top when it came to coaching and consulting a few years ago, who have tapped out. They have burnt out. They're like, that's not really for me, because that's not the temperament. That's not what they were designed for, right? So when we look at ways to make money, the big one is membership and affiliates. Okay. Are those the only way to make money on social media? No, absolutely not. They're not the only way, but are those the easiest ways and the ways where you're going to see where you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars? Yes. Okay. So let's start with affiliate. So in the affiliate marketing, it really breaks into like two subcategories. Okay. You have the true traditional affiliate marketing of I wear this, I use this, I consume this. Right. This is something that's integrated into my daily life. So I'm telling you guys about it. Here's a link. Go click it. I get a commission. Right. And then there is a product reviewer, which a lot of people don't know about. And product reviewing is an excellent way for you guys to make thousands of dollars every single month. And I know a lot of you guys have never thought about this before, but companies need people to create content for them. Companies need people like real customers, right? Because if you're inside of a marketplace like LTK or Amazon or something like that, they're going to rank products higher that have more reviews from real humans. And so a lot of companies, if you're reviewing the products, they will pay you to like actually use it, eat it, wear it, take pictures in it, do videos of it, and post your opinion or your thought or your feedback about the product. Okay. And you don't have to do like a 5-star if you have a negative experience with you. Say, I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. Okay. So, but this is an easy way, a legitimate way for you guys to make thousands of dollars every single month that no one's really talking to you about. And my favorite thing about product reviewers is that you can do it from your house. You don't have to have any special equipment. Hey, I am J. Janice to get this done. You don't have to have any special training. Okay. Literally, you just need to have a phone. You need a decent light. You can buy a pad light for under $10. I have one in my showcase on TikTok shop. Okay. And you need a decent looking background, and you just need to pick the niche that you want to review products in. So you actually can be a product reviewer or a product tester, okay? And I'll be honest, a lot of people find that suits them a lot more than being an affiliate marketer, because for a lot of you guys, y'all have anxiety about getting in front of the camera. So before they changed a lot of the rules, what you could do is when you were reviewing products, you actually didn't have to show your face. You could just show the product, right? And you could talk about it. Maybe you could just, you didn't even have to put your hands and stuff in the camera, but now they've changed a lot of the rules. I think they're trying to make sure that it's not necessarily an AI that's doing the review, that it's actually a real human being. But in a lot, now people want to see the outfit on you, right? Back in the day, you could just open it up and be like, oh, look at the cute hoodie that I bought. That's not going to fly anymore. People want to see you wearing the hoodie. People want to see you using the conditioner. People want to see your case study. You understand what I'm saying? So for a lot of people, they get anxiety around being in front of the camera that way. And so that's why affiliate marketing may be it may be a little bit more challenging if you're a person that's more private and you really don't want to be in front of the camera. Talking to you is definitely annoying. It's definitely annoying that you can't just, put the product up and talk about it anymore. Like, they actually want to see you using it. Even if you're using a software or like a hire service, they literally even want you to have pictures like at your computer or pictures on your phone, showing that here you are using this service, right? So a lot of times they want an actual person in it. So that's why I'm saying product reviewer is something that a lot of you guys need to look into, because you don't have to pitch yourself with a product as a product reviewer either. You don't necessarily have to have a rate card as a product reviewer. They will say, hey, different breed, what's going on, Gorge? They will say like, hey, we need somebody to review this pajama set, right? We'll send you these pajamas and we'll pay you $200. And what you need to do is wear the pajamas for a week. We need you to wash the pajamas, and we need you to take a picture, take 3 pictures in the pajamas and tell people, how they fit or how they wear, or, what your experience is with them. So that's something that if you know that you don't really want to do affiliate marketing because you don't want to be in front of the camera, or you have anxiety about like being salesy, that is a really easy way, that is a legitimate way that you guys can start generating income for yourself over the next few months. Okay. Somebody in here, go look into it tonight. You're going to be like, well, God dang, she was right. I had no idea that this even existed. Okay. Next, when we're talking about affiliate marketing, you need to pick a niche. Nobody really wants to talk about this, but you need a niche. Okay. You need to figure out, are you doing organization? Are you doing furniture? Are you doing kitchen stuff? Are you doing clothes? Do you want to do beauty? If you're doing beauty, are you hair? Are you makeup? Are you skincare? Are you like fitness, right? If you're fitness, are you equipment and material, or are you like fitness aids, like detox teas and slimming creams and body wraps? And you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a person that you test out like nail products? Are you someone that you're going to be doing different softwares, right, for editing or graphics or AIs? Honestly, y'all, your niche can be in anything. So it could be sports. It could be goldfish. You literally could have a page and all you do is, feature products and tanks and filters for goldfish, rocks, food, anything you can think of. Like, when I say anything, I really mean anything. So a lot of times whenever people ask me like what area do they need to get started in, what's going to make them the most money? Okay. So it's 2 different ways you're going to make a lot of money with this. One, what are you genuinely interested in? What are you genuinely excited about? What do you feel like you know so much about and you want to learn some more? And even if there's nothing else to learn, you're still going to be interested in it. It's still, you know what I'm saying, puts a smile on your face. It makes your heart sing. That is different for every person in here. But I guarantee everybody in here has something that they just love. They can't get enough of, right? Even if it's not your actual profession. Okay. So, what is that thing? The reason I'm saying that is because it's going to be easy for you to create content around it because you already know the resources, you already know the pages to go to, you already know the facts, you already know how to go and check out the details, you know how to read the specifications, you know how to put those things together, right? And so now it's really easy for you to create the content or either curate the content to put it on your page so that it makes sense, okay? The next thing is if it's not something that you're really just like good at or passionate about, something that you can do, it can be something that you're interested in. And what I mean by this, like, let's say you really, really love um like musicians, like you really love musicians. You don't care if they're playing the violin, a xylophone, a set of drums, a harp. You just love live instrumentation, but you can't play. But that doesn't mean you don't have an appreciation for it. You literally could start a page and just find musicians that are doing covers of modern songs, and you can post it and give credit to the musicians. Easy way for you to get your account to grow, easy way for you to get your page to grow, easy way for you to be able to get brand deals. That's an easy way for you to get paid. Blink, blink, blink. Now, if we're moving into money categories, anything under health and fitness always does well. Anything under beauty always does well. Anything, believe it or not, under home has actually been growing a lot since the vid. Those are really, really easy categories, especially once you get into like the home side. There's not as much competition there as there is in the beauty and the health and fitness, right? Like I know a lot of people are like, well, how many more fashion guys do we need? How many more hair and makeup girls do we need? How many more fragrance people do we need? Right? There is a lot of competition. Not to say that you can't rise to the top though. When you right, if you're in specific niches. Now, I do feel like those of you that are in like more niche communities, you have a little bit of an advantage compared to the general population. So like let's say for instance you're Muslim, or maybe you wear a hijab or something like that. If you do, if you did like, beauty tips, you know what I'm saying, or makeup tips or ways to style your hijabs or hijab prints or something, that right there is going to build you up an audience really, really quickly, and people that is going to be highly targeted, and those are going to be people that would purchase a lot from you just because you're doing something specific for that group of people. So like if you are a beauty person, if you were like, hey, makeup for over 40, right, that's probably going to do better for you than you just trying to be an in general beauty content creator, if that makes sense. So if it's a like a market, or if it's a subject or a topic and you already feel like it's overly saturated, it probably is. So let's figure out how we can like niche it down and make it more specific, right? So if we did I don't know, lipstick for dark skinned women, and all you do is show lipstick colors and lipstick combinations that look good on dark skinned women, like literally that page will pop, that page will eat, that page will jump. Okay. um like I know y'all like, what? I'm just telling you what I know. Okay. So there's a way to get into a market, you know what I'm saying, even if it's already, if you feel like it's overly saturated. Let's say you're a cook or something like that, you love to cook. Instead of just doing like regular recipes, you may say, you may have a page based around nutrition, right? Because we see people, they put together like food for weight loss, but nobody really puts together food for nutrition. What if we took it a step further? Y'all know how many people there are that suffer from being anemic? You said you got your comic pages logo. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that. Do y'all know how many people suffer from anemia though? There are a lot of people that are anemic. Hey Tim, what's going on, gorgeous? There are a lot of people that are anemic. So literally, if you made a page of like food and drinks and things that people that are anemic, what they should be having to be able to assist them in that, you're probably going to pick up a good following. right? Blink, blink, blink. So, whatever it is, if we can find something that's specific and there's like a few million people that fall into that category, you can start the process of building pages around that. And so, that's another way that you can get paid, right? So now if you couple that with the affiliate links of particular products that you're using, this is easy money for you to be able to roll into, all from the comfort of your own home, right? It's about working smarter and not harder. And so realistically, if I'm being honest, a lot of the gig economy jobs that are out there, a lot of like little part-time jobs and stuff like that that people kind of have taken for granted, they're about to be gone. Y'all do realize that they are definitely into replacing us with robots, okay? And I've never understood why so many people were celebrating, like, oh, the AI, the robots. Like, no, like the little robo nurses rolling around. Thank you for my crown, glorious locks. The little robo nurses are rolling around the hospital. I'll be honest. Do people have attitude sometimes? Yes, but I would rather a person have a job. Y'all have been to restaurants, especially when you go to the big cities, they have little robo waiters and waitresses. Okay, that people are like, oh, this is great, but they're not realizing these are individuals, these are humans losing jobs. The robots that can come in and they can stock. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Mayor Chris, the robots that can come in and they can stock all the shelves and they can unload the trucks. Baby, there's people losing jobs. Okay, whenever you go through the self checkout, people think it's silly, but literally, when I go to the grocery store, 90% of the time, I will wait in line for actual human cashier. Because I can, and when they send me the survey, I fill out the survey and I say, I prefer a human. I want a human being at my checkout. I want a human being at my bank. You were talking about me today. I hope it was something good, right? I want a human being when I go to the bank. I don't want a robot. I don't want the AI at the bank. Okay. So when I'm with the banker. So literally, okay, I know that all of this sounds silly, but realistically, y'all, this has a lot to do with how you will be able to, right? You're going to be able to advance. You're going to be able to generate the additional revenue. Damar, you said me too. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for people. I'm here for humans having their jobs. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think technology is amazing. I absolutely 100% do. I think that there's a place for right for it, but do I want it to replace humans? No. No, not necessarily. No, I really don't. Okay. So when you guys are thinking about ways that you can create more income for yourself, I want you to think about, what area are you interested in? Now, is there a way that you can make that specific, right, to a group? And we're not looking for, like, we don't want to get into a hyper niche. Well, there's one caveat. Hey, classic man, one caveat. If you're going to do a hyper niche, it has to be high ticket. And the reason a hyper niche has to be high ticket is because you're not going to have the volume that someone else is going to have. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, let's say that you have a page and you do food on this page, and food is for type 2 diabetics in between the ages of 13 and 16 that live in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Like that's too specific. And let's say you have some type of glucose, meter or something like that, and you have an affiliate deal with it. You're not gonna make a lot of money because that's too hyper niched. Okay. But if we have a page where you do recipes and you do food for people that are diabetics, you see what I'm saying? That's a niche. If we just do overall food, right? That's general, and you're going to get swallowed up, and it's going to be hard for you to build up your audience. But if you're like, hey, I love to cook and I make recipes that are diabetic friendly, right? Now you're going to be able to grow your page because there are millions of people that are diabetic. Does that make sense? I hope this is clicking for y'all. So just think about that when you're trying to figure out what your affiliate or what your or if you're right, what that affiliate niche is going to be, if this is something that you want to get into, or even if you're trying to create a faceless page, you have to have a niche. It has to be specific, but it cannot be a hyper niche. Okay. Now, if you're a person and you do, like enterprise systems or something like that for large companies, or, you write the code or do the softwares or something, or installations for school districts, well, it's okay for you to use a hyper niche, because that school district may order a few $1,000,000 in something for you. Okay. That could be what it is. That company, or those large companies that you're working with, every time you close a contract, it could be a $250,000, $300,000 contract. If that's what's going on, well, yes, now it makes sense for you to have a hyper niche, because you don't need a lot of clients, right? You may do great getting 2 or 3 clients a month. There was a guy that I met at Afrotech, and they do a lot of the security camera systems, right? For like the convention centers, for concert halls, arenas, stuff like that. That's all they do are the security cams. Every time they're picking up contracts, they are literally millions of dollars in contracts. Okay, multi-millions of dollars in contracts. That is a hyper niche. Okay, there are not a lot of people out here that own arenas. You said, love all you do to help us better ourselves. Just read the article from USA Today stating Walmart, the nation's largest private employer, rolls back DEI under pressure. Yep. Yeah. This stuff is real. It's real. And I thank you for coming in and saying that. Thank you for coming in and saying that. I appreciate that a lot, because y'all know people, because they don't like how vocal I am, and they don't like me telling the truth. This is not a stance that I'm on. This is not a matter of, what I mean, opinion. Okay. This is not something I'm debating. The information that I'm telling you guys that I've been wrote, this is what's happening. Okay. And my thing is, you like, if you want to cry about it and complain about it, you can, but we also need to put ourselves in position so we can take advantage of what's going on, right? And you can create a strategy for yourself so that you and your family are going to be in a better position. And the reality is, there's a lot of you guys, you don't know anything about growing your business. You don't know anything about monetizing your accounts. You don't know anything about investing, right? You don't know anything about how to choose a stock or how to research. Okay. Yeah, Pepsi did close down a lot of plants overnight. I saw that. I haven't had time to go and do further research to see what was the reasoning for the closures. But yeah, so my thing is like, hey, like, let's get in here and let's get this together. You said all the distractions were to keep the sheep in the dark. Baby, I don't know what was going on. Some people, baby, I'm gonna put it to you like this. If you don't want to pick up what I'm putting down, you don't have to. And I'm going to leave you alone. I am just here to assist those that want to pick up what I'm putting down. I am here to assist those that want to be a part of the new money nation. Blink, blink, blink. That's what your girl is here to do. Okay. So if you're trying to be in my kingdom, you down for the crown, I'm going to be down for you. If you want to fight against me, you want to come in here being a weirdo like some of these people that came in here earlier tonight, that's your business. Okay. Baby, this train gonna keep on rolling. Is this live? This is a live. This is alive right now. The workshop starts Friday night at 6 p.m. this Friday. So if y'all are trying to get registered for the workshop, it's a 3-day. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's no way. Everything that I have to teach, there's no, like when I say there's no way possible for me to teach it in one day, there's no way possible for me to teach it in one day. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the workshop. So Friday night is 6 to 8. And then Saturday will be 4 to 6. Sunday it says 4 to 6, but it'll probably really be 4 to 7 on Sunday. But yeah, so you click the link in the bio, tap the first button, get registered, and it is live. It is in person. It is not a replay. It is not a recording. And we'll have a Q&A session after we finish, after we go through content every single day. Okay, so do I have advice for nail artists and salon owners? Yeah, I do. If you got a specific question, that would be better. And then also something else, let me throw this out there. If you are the type of person, let me be clear, you said you got to work Sunday. Get the 3 day and buy the replays, or they get a VIP spot. Don't come in here with me with that type of time on that type of time. Like I said, I'm here to, if you want to pick up what I'm putting down, do it. If you don't, if you don't, baby, don't. Okay, that's up to you. Okay. At the end of the day, I told y'all this. I'm rich. The policies that are being rolled out right now help me, but they don't help people that look like me. They don't help the majority of people that I know. And I didn't grow up rich. I didn't grow up wealthy. I've had to build everything I built brick by brick, stick by stick. I've been at experienced multiple different economic levels in my life. So I know what it's like. And so what I'm trying to do is make sure y'all know how to shake and bake. I opened my first company like legitimately during the recession. I opened up Events by Ashley Ann during the recession. I came out of college and there were not a lot of jobs out there for us. I came out of college and saw people losing their homes. I came out of college seeing people, not being able to afford to keep their children in school. I started with $125 on a laptop. I grew up in the country in Scott, Arkansas. No street lights, no sidewalks. 10 people in a 3-bedroom trailer. So for me, I don't have to pretend that I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to pretend that I know what it's like to start on the outside. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I have a heart for people overall because I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay either way it goes. I'm gonna be fine. They be like, it's sink or swim, baby. You're looking at a swimmer right here. Okay. You're looking at you're looking at a swimmer. Hey, Sparkle, what's going on? You're looking at a swimmer. That is what it is. Okay, that's how I get down. And a lot of y'all, before we get into Q&A, if y'all got questions, go ahead and request that. But a lot of y'all, if I'm being honest, it's time for you to be honest with yourself as well. Okay, if you are a person, how do I say this? If you are a person who thinks that you can figure all of this out on your own between Google and YouTube, more than likely you cannot. Okay. There's probably 0.001% of y'all that can figure it all out through going through Google and YouTube. And I'm going to tell you why you cannot. Because one, you don't know what you don't know. And a lot of y'all think that you figured out something until you realize that you downloaded a roadmap to a toilet, that you downloaded a roadmap to the dump. And sometimes people are giving you like an overview or a bird's eye view, and you don't know the nuts and the bolts and the steps to take in between. And I'm telling you this right now, you don't have to work with me, but I would encourage you to find someone that you trust and you can start working with them to develop your business, your plan, your marketing, your sales. People like me understand that there are advantages to us finding mentors. We understand that there are advantages to going to trainings, classes, and courses. As much money as I make, I still go to trainings. I still get books. I still go to classes. I still learn from other people who are great at what they do. I still do right now. Okay. I still do right now to this day. And some of y'all, your ego, or some of y'all, it's not your ego. Some of y'all, you just like to lie to yourself. And this is not the time to do this. Like, y'all know how they be like, break the glass in case of emergency? Click, click. It's time to break the glass. Okay. Like, I'm not trying to get you in a panic. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm just keeping it real. So Get Sparkle, copy your question and put it and give it to me again. Because when y'all, because I'm a simulcaster, so I'm looking at multiple screens at one time. Those of you that are dropping questions and I'm not answering them yet, just copy it and keep posting it. Okay, copy it, keep pasting it, copy, keep pasting. But what I am telling you is you need to get underneath the wings of someone who is truly successful, not someone pretending to be successful, someone that is really, really doing this. Okay, in real life, whatever it is. Now, I help people with businesses. I help people that are starting and I help people that have existing businesses. If you make in between $0 and $25,000 a month in profit, if you're underneath $25,000 a month in profit, that's from a beginning to under $25,000 a month, you need to come into my Instacoin Academy. Okay. I will have 20 seats available on Black Friday. That's this Friday. My car opens up at 8 a.m. It's first come, first serve. It'll be 90% off. I will work with you for a year to develop your business, and we have weekly live classes. We also have recorded modules inside of there too to teach you everything you need to know. Okay? That's the first one. If you are a beginner and you can't afford to get into Instacoin, even with the 90% off, we have a brand new product that's coming out this weekend. It'll debut on Black Friday. It's called Ready Start Sale. This is for you if you do not, like I'm talking about if you're really in the beginning phase, like you don't even have an EIN, you need to get Ready Start Sale. Okay, it's going to have your profit planner, your 365 marketing guide. It's going to Ready Start Sale is also going to have like hooks, call to actions, quotes and stuff that you can use like for descriptions. It will also have how to get your first 10 clients. It will also have how to turn your hobby into a business. Okay. It'll have all of that inside of there. So literally if you were just, oh, and it has a 30-page guide too to show you how to build your business step by step by step. Okay. And then the third thing we're going to have on sale for Black Friday, we're just doing a big 3 this year, are the manifestation kits. The manifestation kits are for my faith-based entrepreneurs. So like if you love the Lord like I do, okay, you get the manifestation kit because it's going to give you your system. It's everything in a box, including personal budgets, professional budgets. It has business stuff no one tells you, marketing tips and tricks, Bible verses for entrepreneurs, full affirmations, prayers, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So those are the big 3 that are on. Manifestation kits, they're in limited supply too. If you want to, first of all, put it in your calendar, but you also can text me. And when the car opens, especially if you're trying to get into Instacoin, because y'all know when we do this, when we open up Instacoin, and I ain't put it on sale 90% off in a very, very long time. Okay. I'm just doing this because of what's happening right now with the economy. Y'all know it's first come, first serve. Y'all know the last time we did it, all of the spots were gone in 17 minutes. Okay. So if you want a text alert, you can text me the word VIP, VIP. Y'all ready for the number? You can text VIP and I'm going to give you the number. And then after that, we'll get into Q&A. If y'all ready, let me know that you're ready for the number so I can give you the number for those of you that want to try and get one of the Instacoin Academy spots. Okay, if you're trying to get one of the Instacoin Academy spots, manifestation kits go pretty fast too. The new product, we got plenty of that. We got plenty of that in stock. We ain't gonna run out. Okay, but if you're trying to get one of the Instacoin seats, you're gonna text VIP to 844 844 984 2992. 844 984 2992. 844 984 2992. Okay. You're gonna text me. Okay. Text the word VIP. And that will put you on the text list. And as soon as we drop, you'll be able to get in there, okay, and get into Instacoin for the low. And it is a year of coaching. It is a year of mentorship. We help you with your business credit, your personal credit. I know some of y'all like, well, I need help with my personal credit. I already told y'all Thursday, when you have a brand new business, and I don't care what these people online are trying to tell you so they can trick you into spending thousands of dollars with them. Okay. The only way your business is going to be able to get credit without you being a personal guarantor is if that business is already producing a lot. Okay. They're looking for capital and they're looking for the capacity to repay. That's what they're looking for. And so most of y'all have new businesses and you don't have that. But if your personal credit is in shape, when you go to a large institution, and y'all can ask, I have several clients in here, I've helped them get $25,000, $45,000, $65,000 in funding for brand new businesses that have not even sold anything yet. Okay. So we do that inside of there. We also have professional counselors and consultants that come in to help with the emotional stuff, the stress, the anxiety, because it's a lot being a business owner and trying to be a daughter, a father, a lover, those sorts of types of things. And also we have tech corners. And then I do insight sessions myself to this day. So those are on Thursdays. And then we do content creation. So there's quite a bit of resources. We also have a brand new coach that's coming in, and they're going to be helping you to get brand deals. That's all they're going to be doing, is helping you to get brand deals. Okay. Is Monetization Nation still available? Mm-hmm. Monetization Nation is still available. Absolutely. So that's how that works. Okay, everybody, drop your questions now. Drop your questions. Let's see. If you don't have an EIN but want to begin a marketing consulting business, should I join the 3-day course this weekend? Yeah, anybody should join the 3. Anybody this weekend, if you basically want to use social media as a lead source, or you want to use social media as a way to make sales, you should come to the 3-day workshop. Okay, you should come. That's for anybody. If you are doing business or if you're planning on doing a business, because we're going to be talking specifically about sales. Okay, and there's a process for selling. There's a process for building a community. There's a specific structure. There's a way that you do a layout 100% that works, and you can replicate it. That's how I have so many clients that have crossed into 6 and 7 figures. Will we be fully equipped after the 3-day to start, or do we need to get more information? Sparkle McKnight, what do you want to start? Can you be more specific? Can you tell me what you want to start? If you're talking about the process of using your social media to generate leads and make sales, yes. If you are talking about getting into, like, I don't know, building out a funnel, or like being able to put together your own full marketing campaign, you would need assistance from a consultant from that, or you would need to get some additional training. But as far as like making sales online, absolutely. Generating leads online, yes, absolutely. Why would you be saying that out loud? Don't tell nobody else that, Mrs. Horn. I'm not even going to read it out loud. Mrs. Horn, do you know how many vultures there are in the world? Do you know how many crooked people there are in the world? Do you know how many greedy people that they are? And they will see what you just said to me, and maybe they'll come up with something. They'll make up something and try and take advantage of you. Do not tell anybody else that, okay? I'm telling you this because I love you. I wish the world was filled with like super sweet, happy, honest, integral people, but it's not. Don't tell nobody else that, okay? What advice would you give me as a salon owner to get prepared for next year? What type of salon do you own? But if we're looking at this, you have a hobby and you don't know where to start. So the first thing I would tell you to do is figure out with the hobby, like, how do you want to make money? Do you want to service other people? Do you want to sell products? Do you just want to put out information or education about the hobby, or do you want to build like a membership around the hobby? That's the first thing I would tell you. That's really your first step, is figuring out how do you want to make money? Like, how do you want to package that up? That's the first thing. And I don't look like a baby. It's the butterfly clip, ain't it? It's the butterfly clip, ain't it, that's doing it. Child, I'm gonna look like an adult this weekend. I promise I'm gonna look like a whole adult this weekend. Is there a replay for tonight? I missed the beginning. If you're inside of my Instacoin Academy or my Monetization Nation, we put replays inside of there. We put them in the vault and they get access to the replays. Thank you, honey. Believe it or not, my skin, I got some breakouts because I'm doing Christmas decoration, you know, all that glitter and then like dirt from like the warehouse and the attic pulling stuff and the dust off the cardboard boxes. I mean, I wash my face and stuff, but it still get me every year. I have a salon and spa, full service salon. So first of all, what I would tell you as a salon or spa owner, are you running ads? If you're not running ads, you need to start. If you don't know how to run ads, you need to learn how to run ads, more specifically geo-targeted ads. That's going to be the first thing that you need to do. You also need to create a lead bank or pipeline. You need to put together a customer incentive program if you don't have one. I don't know what your experience is like when people come to your spa, but when the economy gets soft and people start leaning up, they will start cutting personal services. So you'll see a lot more women learning how to do their own makeup, learning how to do their own waxes, learning how to do their own nails, stuff like that. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that you guys are creating an experience so that people are like, I'm paying for it, but this is like an integral part, right, of my life. This is something that I don't want to cut out. So that's one thing that you want to make sure you're doing. So I'm serious with like training the people in your spa and your salon with, hey, making sure everybody has a smile on their face. Hey, how are you? Making sure you have like fruit at the front. You know what I mean? Having cute little spa water, little drinks when people come in. Send them follow-ups. If there's little extra treats or samples, you can send them out the door with. You're gonna have to be on top of stuff like that. And introducing them to additional products, because you got to do what it takes to get somebody to be willing to still spend that additional money. You also need to come up with some packages for people. And what I mean by packages is maybe if they buy like 6 services in advance, you know, they get a 7th one for free, or they get an extra 10 or 15 minutes or a little extra treat or something like that when they come in, like some type of little spa service or salon service. And if you're going to do those big packages like that, you make sure you have the buy now, pay later set up or the Klarna set up, so that way people can finance it out, you know. And of course, girl, you know, you can call me, you can hire me as a consultant, baby. I get you together with all of that. But yeah, there are ways around it. You said not yet. Yeah, girl, you gotta get on them ads. I want to make money selling my original art. Dope, do it. Are you gonna sell it in prints? Are you gonna sell are you gonna sell it in prints? Are you gonna sell digital copies? Are you gonna have people commission you to do artwork? What are you gonna do? I don't know if I can afford Instacoin, but I'm gonna try for Black Friday. I believe that you can and you should. Remember, we go speak it into existence. Even though I have an LLC, I need help monetizing my social media. Yeah, absolutely. You should come into Instacoin. I'm going to work on getting you as my consultant, baby. Holla at me. And if you can't get me as a consultant, I do media buying too. And then we also do classes and courses too. We teach people how to buy ads. Literally, with my one-to-one clients, we have small group because Black Friday is coming up. And so they're on ads and we're doing like final emails and stuff like that tomorrow for people. So yeah. With the recent election, what service jobs do you think will get impacted the most? Ooh, that's a hard question. Because I feel like there's so many. I feel like there are so many. Personal services is the first one, if I'm being honest. I also feel like the hospitality industry is going to be negatively impacted. Again, when your economy gets softer and people are having to pay more for like their basic needs, right? Because your mortgage maybe is going to go up. Cars, right? We were in here earlier talking about how many vehicles and auto parts get imported from Mexico and Canada. And Donald Trump announced today that he's going to be enacting a 25% tariff on goods that come through Canada and Mexico. Okay, 35% if they're coming out of China. So when you think about this, like, right, like plastic, like y'all not thinking about plastic bottles. for like what you eat, what you drink, and also like things that you use, like your dishwashing liquid or your shampoos, right? People, when you think about wood products, people don't think about the paper and books, right? People don't think about school supplies. Um, so literally, when we're looking at the day-to-day products that it takes for people to live, the cost of those going up, that means people have less expendable income. And if people have less expendable income, they normally start to cut back on personal services first. So, and by personal services, I'm talking about like hair salon, lashes, massages. You may see more men cutting their own hair instead of going into, the barber as much. You'll see people cooking at home more instead of going out to eat at restaurants as much. You'll see people doing more, kind of like staycations. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk about service and hospitality, that's what I'm saying, because usually when people have to cut back, they will start cutting back on those things because they consider that a luxury, right? You're going to see a lot more people learning how to tint their own eyebrows, learning how to dermaplane their own faces, things like that. I've been selling my original art, note cards, greeting cards, all hand drawn originals at art markets. Oh, that's really, really dope. That also seems crazy labor intensive though. Your cards and stuff must be expensive. I'm not going to say no travel. I feel like travel is going to slow down though. And I feel like you're going to see more people doing road trips in the car instead of flights. I do think you're going to start to see more of that. Now, I do anticipate, and I hope I'm right about this, that there should be a window where you kind of see interest rates and stuff go down a bit. And that's one of the reasons I've been telling y'all, like, go ahead and enlist somebody to start fixing your credit. Like, don't sit here and lie. I know people say, oh, you don't need to hire anybody. You can fix your credit yourself. Baby, y'all been talking about you're going to fix yourself. Y'all been talking about you're going to fix your own credit since like 1922, and you ain't did it yet. Okay, this is what I mean when I talk about like the ego or people lying to themselves. Y'all will sit here and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you're not going to do it. And like, for instance, like I'll give y'all a prime example. I have a client. She kept saying she was going to build her funnel, build her funnel, build her funnel. Literally 8 months go by. I'm like, girl, why you still ain't built this funnel? So then she went and she's like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm like, well, get it done this weekend if you're going to do it. Then she went and outsourced and hired somebody else, and they didn't do crap. Okay. Long story long, she ends up coming back to us. We get the funnel done for her in like under 2 weeks. She gets her first sale in 3 days. A month after that, she's done $7,000 in sales. Okay. Long story long, she could have been making money. Okay. She finishes out the year at $182,000 in sales. It took her 8 months to build something in her infrastructure that she needed because she was lying to herself and kept saying she was going to do it. And what I am telling you, if you're in here saying I can do my credit on my own. Yeah, you could fix your credit on your own, but you haven't fixed your credit on your own. So go ahead and enlist the help of a professional, right? Because I think that there's going to be a period at least 6 months long. Hopefully it will be longer, but at least 6 months long where you're going to see interest rates kind of drop down at a decent rate. And that is where you don't take that time to get ready. You need to already be ready when that happens, right? So if you're trying to purchase a home, if you're trying to purchase investment property, if you're trying to get land, if maybe you need a line of credit, an equipment loan, if you want to get a limit increase on your cards and stuff, that's when you do that. That's when you take advantage of that. Hey Tom, what's a funnel? So funnels are basically the system in which people learn that you, your company, or your brand exist in the digital world, and how we turn them into actual customers and clients. If you're doing affiliate marketing or memberships, like I was talking about earlier, then you're going to use your funnel to be able to talk to your community and have communication with them outside of social media, because you can't be dependent on social media. I wish that every time I went live, everybody that followed me, knew that I was here, but they're not, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. I wish all y'all knew. I wish all of y'all got an alert, but y'all don't. But I don't worry about that because I have other ways to talk to y'all out, in the kingdom outside of my social media platforms. Was in Instacoin Academy pre-pandemic, best investment ever. Had to pivot. Info still relevant today. Oh, Cammy, thank you so much for that. Hold on, let me slide it up. Let's see if I can get a screenshot. You better, dang, you can't see it because it's got dang blue suit. Let me see if I can scroll. Chad, I want my screenshot, okay? Child, I'm doing bad out here in these streets. Is the credit repair in Instacoin or separate program? No, we teach credit repair in Instacoin. We teach, we do credit consulting inside of there, and we teach you how to get your biz funding. And I actually have biz funders inside of Instacoin too. So a lot of my clients are able to get yeses inside of there. So yeah. You say you be mad when you don't get your notification. That makes me feel happy. Sorry if you already answered, but what course did you mention for beginners without an EIN that's coming? Okay, so it's not a course, it's a kit. Let me be clear, and thank you for asking that. So it is a little butterflies trying to fall down. Anyway, so it's a kit. It's called Ready Start Sale, CJ, Ready Start Sale. And it is a kit. So it's going to give you the planner so you can build out your archetype. It's going to give you a planner so you can put together your marketing plan like for a whole entire year so you can build out quarter by quarter. It also is going to have a training in there to show you how to turn your hobby into a legitimate business. It's a 30-page guide as well to show you how to actually set your business up appropriately and legally, because there's a lot of misinformation out there and a lot of people don't know what to do and they tell me they get overwhelmed. So we put that inside of there. Also, how to get yourself established online. So digital branding 101. And we also inside of there are going to have how to get your next 10 clients, also hooks and call to actions, because a lot of people struggle with that, and like actual like quotes that you can use for descriptions or for captions on your social media. So yeah, really good kit. It's a kit. And so we will introduce it for Black Friday, and it'll be 60% off like when it hits the gate, and y'all will have Friday and Saturday to be able to purchase it at 60% off. So, you can get one, get both, get all three, whatever makes you feel good. Do you assist with government documents for new business requirements? I don't want to find a $500 a day. You need to hit up Mika Finance. She, your bookkeepers, your accountants and stuff like that. A lot of times they get those documents done for you, turned in, they do like extensions and all that kind of stuff. Which Black Friday offer would be good for me? You said you want to learn ads, right? Sparkle, you said you want to learn ads. If you're trying to learn ads, and then if you're using your social media to generate leads and build in customers, and if you're going to be doing some restructuring, the best option for you would actually be something like KE Cohort. That's the most economical way to get me in as a consultant. And if you're in KE Cohort, you also get access to Instacoin Academy. But if KE Cohort is outside of your budget, then come into Instacoin. I own a monument company. How would you position yourself online, social media to increase sales? You need to be thinking about your target audience and your customer and the client group that's interested in that. I would probably position myself as like a fact or historical fun fact or fun history page with entertainment. And then because you're right, because people love stats, people love facts, people love knowing kind of like random stuff. I also would show like some behind the scenes of things that I did. And then you're going to have to connect the dots and say, you need my product for blank. Or if you are this, then you need to call me. But that's the way I would do it. So that way I can bring awareness and get traction to the page. And then also, there's a really cool AI software that you can use, and it'll pull leads for you and their contact information, so you can start the process of contacting specific people too. What is a C card? I don't know what that is. Are you trying to troll me because your name is Mrs. Slavery? Like, is a C card a real thing, or are you trying to troll me? You just reserve your spot for the 3-day event. Hey, see you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What is that? You said the emails always come through. Child, we got a whole email. Y'all get some in the morning. Shout out to everybody that got invited to the VIP program too. I sent out the last batch of emails, I think around 8:30 or something tonight. Do you think the party rental and event space industry will take a hit during the next few years? Yes, I do. I do. And I'm saying that as a woman who owns an event design and production company. I absolutely, positively, 100% think that it will. And I'm going to tell you what, before this election, and I'm happy I waited. I was thinking about moving into a large, very, very large event space with a showroom and a studio. And I was just like, ooh, it's like I may need to pump my brakes. Sparkle McKnight, I would definitely tell you to come to the 3-day event so you can see how you gauge the information that you learn, especially if you're considering, working with me. You can check out the information, see how I teach, see how you feel about everything. And yeah. You got it right, Mika Finance, Mekafinace. It may be an underscore. It may be Mika underscore finance, but Mika Finance should pull her up on Instagram. But yes, I do think the event industry is going to take a hit because that's not a necessity. I think what you're going to see is people may still have events, but the budgets are going to go down. Also, you may see people, they're planning events, but they're going to start planning them further out. You know what I mean? Like maybe a year and a half instead of doing like 6 months or 8 months out, because they're going to need more time to pay for the events. And then I feel like you're going to see the other side of it. You're going to see the very, very like luxurious, the very, very wealthy, because when there's a depression and recession for the rest of Americans, it's not for them. So I think that there's going to be, I don't really think that there's going to be any mid-level. It's going to be, either this is what we're doing and it's a whole family effort to put this particular thing together, or you're going to see like the people that are very wealthy, they're going to continue to have opulent displays, of their wealth. But you can survive it. I started my first company is an event design and production company, and I started during the reception. I started during the recession. You remember when everything blew up in 08 and 09? That's when I started my event design and production company like a crazy person. But I made it. And I remember my business professor telling me, and he had been in business for a very long time. He was like, if you can make it during a recession, he said, you will always be in business. He's like, you'll never have anything to worry about. And I thank God for my business professors that I had at UCA. They really did a good job with getting me prepared. And I really attribute a lot of my success to them because they all were business owners themselves, not just people teaching in theory. So they were able to give us real life applications when we were going through the MBA program. What would you recommend if you already have inventory for that type of business, party rentals? So I have a lot of inventory too. So putting together packages is going to be a great option. So we'll have a bunch of packages that'll be put together that people can pick instead of people coming through and renting individual things. It'll be like, this is a package for 50 people, 100 people, 150, 200. This is what you get. And they could be about themes and styles. People like that. It takes the guesswork out, and they kind of like a flat rate knowing what the pay is. Also, if you're having a hard time getting a client to close, you may incentivize them with like a free pickup and delivery fee or something like that for them, because every dollar helps, right? So if they don't have to pay, the $100 on the pickup and delivery, that may go ahead and pull a customer over. You also should start partnering with the venues, Casey. So like, you can do photo shoots and you can do staging inside of venues, or you guys can put together like private events for people that are having upcoming balls, galas, weddings, bar and bat mitzvahs, quinceañeras, stuff like that. So they can come in and they can see your stuff. Also working with some of the venues where you can offer your inventory to the venue at a reduced rate. And so that way they can put the markup on there. And I know sometimes a lot of people don't want to do that because they're like, oh, well, I normally would have rented this sofa for, let's say, $500. But what good is it if you would normally rent it for $500 and it's just been sitting in your warehouse, you know what I'm saying, for like 8 months because no one's rented it? But you could rent the same sofa to the hotel at $250 and let the hotel put a markup of $300 or $400 on it. And now your linens are being rented more often, your sofas, you see what I'm saying, your vases, stuff like that. So I would, if I were you, I would consider creating a special rental rate or a sub rental rate for the venues, and basically saying, well, this is another way that you can create revenue for yourself. So you tell me what you want to rent. This is the rate for you. This is the normal rental rate. I suggest that you cut a little bit under there. You get profit margin on top, and then at least you're still making money on some of your inventory. Because the thing about party rentals, you've already purchased the stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it's better. It's better for you to be making money, even if it's less, on that thing as it's going out, instead of nothing at all. What can a nurse do to market teaching? What about planners? What are you trying to teach? What are you trying to teach? I have several nurses that teach and teach people how to pass like the NCLEX and stuff like that. Several of them. So what exactly are you teaching? Own a wellness company. Do you think the wellness industry will continue to grow? If so, how can I position myself to grow with it? What wellness is a big area. What type of wellness? Can you be specific in the wellness area? In our, like, we mental wellness, like we physical wellness, nutritional wellness, emotional wellness, like what type of spiritual wellness, like what is wellness? Wellness is big. It's really, really, like, really vast. Can you tell me what niche you're in? When you ask me what about planners, what do you mean when you say what about planners? Like, are you asking are planners a good option? Of course, people love planners. You better get you a good vendor though, real fast. And it better not be from China because Donald Trump put a 35%. Baby, all of us are scrambling. I'm scrambling trying to get me in a new warehouse full of planners. I really am. And the production, like the manufacturers, are all backlogged because any of us that already have our templates and our prints and stuff with them, our files, our print files with them, like, because that takes a lot of setup. We're just like, holy crap, they're all backed up. How to prepare for daily routines, as to what to bring to work, especially for, or teach nurses how to prepare, how to plan daily. I'm attempting to find my niche. A planner would definitely work. You just got to find a good vendor. I would suggest looking at India. They do pretty good with like paper products and stuff like that and stationery. Um, Physical and mental, yes and no. You teach yoga and Pilates. People like Pilates. People like yoga a lot. I think that they will, but I would encourage you to maybe come up with a really dope group rate or member rate, unless you're targeting high net worth individuals. If you're targeting high net worth individuals already, you're going to be fine. If you're targeting the average person to come to yoga and Pilates, you better have some really good packages and some really good membership rates, because during times when people's budgets get tighter, you'll see them going more to like LA Fitnesses, Planet Fitnesses, 10 Fitnesses, stuff like that, because they want to, you're right, they still want to go to the gym, but it may not be in their budget to, afford like the private gym during that time. How would you market a business as being a furniture source specialist? What do you mean? How would I market it? Ask me a specific question. I'm not finna give you a whole marketing plan on the spot. Not finna do that. Hairstyling will be around for a while, right? I mean, this is the thing. Nothing's gonna go away. You're just gonna see a shift in your clients and how your clients are patronizing you. And your job is to create an experience for your clients so your clients don't cut you out of their budget. That's your job. Thank you, Wife School. Ciao. Let me ban you. Anybody have time for the weirdos? The weirdos be coming outside at night. Lord. Thank you, CJ. I just seen that. That's the person I was like, is that? I was like, is that? I couldn't tell. And I was like, what's a C card? I was like, are you trolling me? Yeah, he's doing the most. Make your own what? You talking about making your own planners? Girl. No. No. Do you know how expensive it is to make a planner here in the United States of America? I know, because I've done it firsthand. I made all my success planners with a black owned print shop in Atlanta. Go off there. We gonna see. We're gonna see. We gonna see how well you do getting them made here and selling them here. There's a reason that all of us do it over there. Mad expensive. You said, "Wow." Hey, I'm just keeping it. I'm just keeping it a buck. People complain to me right now about the prices of my planners, because I'm gonna put it to you like this. I used to be able to sell my planners for less than what it costs for me to get one produced here in the United States. When I outsourced my planners and I went overseas and I got them done, I could sell my planner. I could sell the whole planner and still profit. Okay. I could sell it and still profit at the time for like $57. It cost me more than that to get the planner made in the States. So I was like, that's what I was like, shoot, go off. Now, I'm not saying, I do think the planner for the nurses is a good job, with kind of like a checklist, their daily stuff, and all of that, because nurses have a lot going on. I do think that that's really, really good. But like I said, check India, because they're really good with stationery. And I know that there's going to be a universal tariff, is what Donald Trump is proposing. But he talked about Mexico and Canada so far. In China, he hadn't said anything about like India, Turkey, stuff like that. So he had said before the war, Ukraine used to be really, really good to get a lot of stuff from too. A lot of us used to get stuff from Ukraine before the war. And they were able to produce a lot of things and produce them very, very quickly. Which one of your programs would help me build the infrastructure to capture said audience? Instacoin. Instacoin shows how to build the infrastructure. It shows how to market, and it does trainings on sales, like sales conversion and strategic content online to be able to build up your audience, your leads, and convert them into clients. So doing a planner on Printify, Etsy, etc., isn't feasible. It's not that it's not feasible, but it's not economical. If you're looking to be able to compete with other people on a price point. And also, so this is the thing about planners, and I know y'all are just now getting started. There's a big thing, like when people think about like the quality of the planner, the color of the planner, the pages on the planner. Hold on, I'll go get a couple and I'll show y'all. I'll go get some. All right. So this is my profit planner. You hear that? It is hard. You can take this and you actually can write on your lap. You can write in the airport. If you look inside of here, good color, good index, okay? More importantly, once you look at it, can you see the tabs? And they have like the gold foil with the different months. See how easy it opens? It spins around. I know you don't think this is a big deal, but the spine is a really big deal on the planner. The bookmark on there, so people don't have to go back and forth and to and fro. All of this little stuff that people think doesn't matter, it matters. It matters a lot when it comes to a planner. Okay. Here. Okay. it's kind of sort of like a big deal. Make sure I cover up the training link. But can you see like the colors and stuff on the page? The paper, the ability to write on the paper, be able to take the notes, the orders inside of it. Like this is what I actually use. That's why I'm flipping. I gotta make sure can't be showing nothing important. Okay. You can't feel this, but the only thing, I don't know, can you see the gloss on it though? You can tell. Okay, can you see the gloss on that? This is like really thick. This is really firm. This is really, really durable, right? That's inside of here. Do I have a business plan workbook? That's this, the profit planner. Takes you through your archetyping and your base level of your marketing strategy. Okay. You go through this one. This planner is very, very ritzy. This is probably our most popular planner. It is the Success Planner. This is a day planner. You don't have to be a business owner to use this one. You hear that? Listen. Y'all hear that? It's a difference, okay? It's a difference. They both good quality, but there is a difference in the materials between these two. Also, with the ream on the spine, right? This one is a bit smaller because we were trying to find ways that we could like cut the cost and still keep the quality good. Okay. Can you see the gloss on the sheets and the paper and everything? This is very, I'm trying to see. Y'all can't see it in here probably because of the light, but on the side, you can see how like sheeny and glossy this is, like on the pages. And these are more of a thermal paper. This one is brand new. I can flip anywhere. This is a new one. I haven't written in this one. When we get into the layout inside of them, your tabs, the routines, the goal sheets, okay, your little samples, your daily tasks, your notes area, like all of this stuff. I know it sounds silly, but when you get into making a planner, yes, the type of paper you use matters. The ink you use matters. Can people actually use your planner or your book without having to have a table or a notebook? That's like very important to people that are into their planners. Okay. Also, my planner, every time you get to another month in it, it has another affirmation inside of it for like the top of your month. So whenever you're thinking about creating, okay, whenever you're thinking about creating your planners and stuff like that, this is why I'm telling you, when you get to like printify and stuff like that, you don't have control over the quality. You don't have control over your spines. You don't have control over the materials that your covers are made of, how things are pressed, how they're wrapped. On my profit planner, I don't know if you could see, if y'all notice I have gold on all of my planners, but can you see that? See, it's like this is actual foil. It like is when you get it, it's gold. It's not yellow. It's like actual gold on there. When you're and if you rub your hand over it, it's like embossed. Like you can feel like a texture difference. You can feel where it's raised up or whatever. So all of that stuff matters for like your customer and your client when they're purchasing it. And when you're using the options that you were saying, you don't have control over your quality like that. You don't have control over your design like that. And so those are the types of things that will cause someone to purchase from you once and never purchase again. Child, we got a real live troll. They came back talking about they gonna beat up. They gonna beat me up and they finna dock somebody. What is going on? Thank you so much, Tina. Thank you for everybody saying that they love my planners. Child, they out of control. Out of control. So yeah. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna do a planner, like it's very important that you know the quality of it, very important that you get samples, very important that you know what your customer is actually getting and that they're happy with it. I want to create a membership program for autism parent support. Dope. How could I create a unique experience for them versus what they can get for free already? You can click the link in my bio. You can scroll down to the one-to-one section and you can book a consultation. You said I tried doing mock journals on those and hated them. Yeah. Yeah, it's important. Your materials are, I'm telling y'all this, people that buy planners and people that buy stationery, they're really serious about their planners and their stationery. And you got to think about it. If you're using a planner or whatever, right? A lot of times you're going to be using that planner like every day for the next 3 months. You may be using that planner every day for the next 6 months. You could be using that planner every day for the next year. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like the person that buys that, they're going to be using that frequently. They're going to be using it often. That's what you want, right, with the planner. So you got to make sure that it's durable. That means that planner got to be able to handle going in and out of somebody's purse. Happy Thanksgiving, Shirley. In and out of somebody's backpack. It's got to be, the planner got to be able to be handled. If somebody's putting a hot cup of coffee on it or a cold thing of water, if somebody spills something, drop some food on top of it, they got to be able to wipe it off and keep on going. I know this sounds silly, but you really got to think about these things. The planner got to be handled, got to be able to handle being slammed down sometimes, like, right, pages being blown around. You have to think about, like, when, thank you, King, you got to think about when somebody is using it and how they're using it, right? And when you think about it like that, like, can my product withstand wear and tear for 3 months, 6 months? One of my planners is an annual planner. Like the 365 marketing guide is for a whole 12 months. Can it withstand 12 months? Can it withstand 18 months? And then a lot of people, if they're like me, if they do marketing plans, I keep my marketing plans. Just because I got done with it now doesn't mean I won't go back and revisit it or reuse it. And so if somebody is ordering a planner from you and they're like, I've had this planner for a month and a half and it's tearing up and the pages are shredded and the cover is fraying and the spine keeps coming loose, so all my pages keep sliding out of it and stuff like that, people are not going to they're not going to purchase from you again. You said so true. I have all that going on with the planners I use. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. When you think about it like that, you're like, okay, like, let me really, really, really put some work into this, and let me really make sure that the materials, you know what I mean, are going to be durable, and I'm going to be able to get my customers a planner that's going to help them, but also a planner, you know what I mean, that they're going to be able to get their uses out of. And then remember, you were saying you want to do a planner for nurses. Nurses definitely are on the move. Nurses definitely have a lot that's happening. So I would assume that a nurse having a planner that she's carrying with her every day, as far as work and her things that she needs to get done and stuff like that, I would imagine her planner would probably have way more wear and tear on it than a regular planner. Just my, I could be wrong, but it seemed, because I've seen nurses in action, especially if they're like a charge nurse or something like that. They be having a lot going on. But anyway, y'all, it is late. If today helped you, hooray, hooray, hooray. And I would tell you to come to the 3-day training. It is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday night, 6 to 8. Saturday, 4 to 6. Sunday is 4 to 6, but it really probably be 4 to 7 because Sunday is the third day. Normally people have way more questions on Sunday, okay, than any other day. So anyway, any of you guys that are coming to the training, click the link in the bio, tap the first button. Any of you guys that are ready for the Black Friday sale, stay alert, okay? Make sure you text the VIP to me so that you're on the list. And I am really, really excited, okay? Always a pleasure back with you. If y'all got any questions, slide into my DM, and you can ask those. Please be respectful. And you have a blessed night too, honey. We had a lot of trolls tonight. I don't know what that was about, but I mean, I do know what it's about. Let me stop playing. We know why people was trolling me, okay? We know why people trolling me, baby. They get upset, okay? They're in a whole cult. But I'm just telling the truth. Did I say anything disrespectful? I don't ever say anything disrespectful about the man. I'm just in here talking about the policies, okay? I'm out here talking about the tariffs. Y'all got to be prepared. Y'all can't be out here pretending like the tariffs is not coming. The tariffs is coming. V, you said you already purchased VIP. Let's go, V. I'll see you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, V. So you said thanks so much for your time. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, so welcome. You can't wait to start working with me. I can't wait to start working with you back, Auntie's World. But hey, Houston.com, what's going on, sir? But yeah, like it, I mean, it's happening. It is happening, y'all. And it's not this is not something about, like, because you don't like what's happening, that you can stick your head in the sand like an ostrich and pretend like it's not going on. It's going to happen. He said day one. He said day one. Tariffs happening. Mexico, China, Canada. What's up? That's what he said. That's what he said. And China was like, China already let us know that they're going to retaliate because they came back and said, no one wins in a trade war. So I mean, what I don't know why you guys are so angry and why you're trolling me to the trolls. I'm not really sure what that's about, but like this is the truth. This is what's going on. Okay. I ain't said nothing out of the way. I'm just telling you what's happening. Okay. Walmart was the one that came out and said they finna roll back on their DEI hires. I didn't do that. Okay, I'm just telling you what is going on and how you need to prepare. And I'm telling a lot of y'all too, baby, you better find another source of revenue. You better get another source of income because a lot of your jobs that you're going to on a regular basis, I'm telling you this, these larger companies, if Elon has his way, they're going to be following suit and they're going to start replacing a lot of y'all with AI systems and softwares. And they're going to start replacing some of y'all with robots. And I know y'all are like, girl, that sounds crazy. Baby, call me crazy, but whatever you want to do. You're a truck driver, baby. They trying to replace y'all too. You know they're already testing like trucks, like automated trucks, like to drive themselves. Or where there's basically like a control board and someone's controlling the trucks from like remotely. Now, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to see any truck driving on the world. I do not want to see any piece of machinery that large driving on the road by itself or being driven by a robot. I don't want to see it. Okay. But I'm just telling you, they're calling it efficiency. And in the name of efficiency, they're, they're trying to get rid of y'all. So you have to get prepared. You know what I'm saying? And when people like me say things like this, again, this is not trying to fearmonger you. This is me just saying this is what's happening. So this is how you need to pivot. This is how you need to position yourself. You don't need to, as the old people say, don't get caught out there with your drawers down. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Don't get caught out there with your drawers down. Okay? That's what I'm telling y'all. Get your drawers pulled up. Okay? Don't get caught out there like that. If you know what's coming, then that means you have time to plan. You got time to strategize. Okay? You say your friend, y'all been discussing it, baby. Okay, you better discuss them garden plans flat out. Okay? And if you're a person, you do something in customer service, you need to start finding something else to do. They already have hotels overseas where they're using robots to come in and vacuum and make beds and clean toilets. They already have hotels where they have robots that are at the front desk to greet you when you come in late at night so that there doesn't have to be a person there or a night auditor. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are on the planet Earth. Thank y'all so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. I will see all of you guys that are coming to the 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're trying to come to the event, click the link in my bio and tap the first button. And y'all don't forget, our Black Friday sale starts at 8 a.m. this Friday.